live. Let's now take move to Kakamega, where there is decongesting of prisons, and our reporter Willie Lusige now joins us live from there with an update. This is a process that the government is undertaking to ensure that they create more space in our prisons. Willie Lusige, a very good afternoon to you. Tell us how the process looks like, especially in Kakamega prison so far.
Good afternoon, Akis. Actually, as you have said, the process of decongesting prisons in the country is still underway. Today being the opportunity for the Western region to send home some of the petty, maybe prisoners or inmates who had been jailed between 3 years or lesser. So you see, this is a process that is able to send home some of the prisoners who were not jailed more than 3 years, to create at least more room for other maybe offenders to be jailed, because some of these facilities have not been able to accommodate all the large number of inmates. So here in Kakamega, it began actually early in the morning and is taking place all over Western region, that is inclusive of Busia County, Bungoma, and even Vihiga. So now here we are at Kakamega Township Secondary School, where those inmates who will be sent home today free have come here to plant trees to commemorate this important day in their life. Remember that now they'll be able to go back home and join their families. So here where we are, it's at Kakamega Township Primary School, where they have come to plant some of the trees. And maybe before I continue, let me speak to the person in charge. You can tell us your name and what does this whole process entail?
Yeah, my name's Benta Ochieng, County Director, Kakamega County. And as you've said earlier, today more than 200 prisoners or inmates have been released on decongestion exercise. And they are supposed to serve on community service orders. Community service basically means doing public and paid public work. And because of we are on RRI program, that is Rapid Result Initiative, we thought it best that we collaborate with our stakeholders, schools being one of those stakeholders, and we chose on this school because it's also close to the prisons and all that, so that we would at least have a few of those inmates come and plant trees. As we already know that in Kenya we are talking of afforestation and all that.
And maybe so far you have said 200 in Kakamega, maybe across Western region. Do you have the statistics? How many will be going home?
Around 600 will be going home, because Bungoma is yet to do it, Busia is yet to do it. Between today and Friday, at least around 600 would be out.
Okay. Thank you so much. Maybe let me speak to one of them. Wewe leo unajua umeachiliwa huru. Labda unaitwa nani? Ulikuwa umefungwa kwa muda wa miezi mingapi? Na unajisikia aje sasa kwamba unaenda nyumbani?
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Irene Akoth, na nilikuwa nimefungwa kwa muda wa miezi mitatu, na nimefurahia kwa siku ya leo kwa ajili naenda nyumbani.
Unadhani ni njia nzuri ya wafungwa kuachiliwa hata wakati ambapo hawajamaliza kifungo chao, bora tu waweze kudhibitisha kwamba wakienda kule nje watakuwa wanatenda mambo mazuri?
Ndivyo, kwa sababu tumefundishwa, na nimeshukuru sana watu wa profession ama mkubwa wa profession. Walikuja wakanihoji na nikakubali. Walinifundisha, na sasa hivi vile naondoka naenda kutii masharti. Sitarudia makosa.
Asante sana. Naona pia jamaa mmoja hapo. Wewe pia tuambie jina lako, labda ulifungwa kwa makosa gani na ulifungwa kwa miaka mingapi?
Mimi naitwa Ken Wekesa. Niliuziwa laptop ambapo nilikuwa natamani kuinunua, kumbe ilikuwa ya mwenyewe. Sasa akanipata. Kwa hivyo nimefungwa kifungo wa miaka 3. Ndio leo hii sasa nimeambiwa, tulihojiwa na profession, nashukuru sana. Naambiwa tunaenda nyumbani.
Labda umefunzwa ukiwa uko jela, umefunzwa kitu kingine ambacho kitakusaidia ukienda huko nje usinunue laptop ya uongo. Labda umefunzwa labda kutengeneza viti, kujenga, kitu ambacho kitakuletea pesa ukiwa huko nje.
Kule nilipofungwa nikapokelewa na maafisa wa gereza la Kakamega, wakanilea kama wasasi wangu. Kwa hivyo nikafunzwa pale industry kutengeza hizi furnitures. Kwa hivyo niko na grade 2 nimehitimu. Hata hivyo naomba msaidizi muhisani yoyote, naondoka sasa, akipatikana aweze kunisaidia nianze maisha.
Kwa hivyo wamekufunza, lakini ni vile vifaa vya kutumia labda ndio hujaweza kupata.
Hizo vifaa tu ndio sijaweza kupata, lakini upande ya ile nimehitimu, niko tayari kufanya kazi.
Usinunue hata simu ya mtu. Utakubali kweli?
Hata hao wenzangu nimewakataza, nimewaambia ukinunua kitu usipitisha receipt.
Asante. Labda tukimalizia tu, wewe ni principal wa shule hii na utakuwa unafanya kazi na baadhi ya wale wafungwa ambao wameachiliwa. How do you feel? Do you think this is a good motive where we should be letting some of these petty offenders work in the society rather than be in jail?
Okay, my name is Agri Sichere, Principal Kakamega Township Secondary School. I'm privileged to have this office, probation office, come here to plant the trees. We've been working with them for quite a number of years. They have been also giving me the CSO, Community Service Order prisoners. We work with them here, and I hope to work with them even in the future.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Akisa, as you can see, it is a very nice program where the petty offenders, actually those who have been jailed for less than 3 years, will be able to go home free and maybe work in the society, maybe just under probation. So maybe to clarify to our viewers, as we were speaking to some of the officials early in the morning, they told us that more than 10,000 inmates will be able to go home and be free to work with the society even after being let free from the prisons, because this is the easiest way maybe to decongest our prisons, that for now we can see most of them have a very high number of prisoners that they cannot accommodate. Akisa.
Well, Willie, we understand that some judges are overseeing this particular program that is underway, not just in Kakamega, but other parts of Western region. How is the process so far?
Here in Western region, actually, to be specific, in Kakamega, we had one of the judges who was there. And maybe before I continue, I can ask the person who was in charge. Maybe you can tell us who was the judge presiding over this process, and maybe how long did it take, even the vetting of the prisoners and deciding which one to go home and which one to remain at the prison?
Yeah, the exercise was conducted yesterday by Justice Kiarie, but the process began around March to identify who would qualify to be released on community service orders. So it has been more than a month of preparing them.
So it is a link between the prison and also the judiciary working together?
It is a link in the criminal justice system. It is a link between the probation and aftercare services department, the judiciary, the prisons, and then other stakeholders. As you can see, this school is now one of the stakeholders. Yeah, so it's a chain of those offices included.
Before I let you go, maybe what are the factors you consider when you are vetting these prisoners to decide which one to send home and which one to remain?
Yeah, one will be the nature of the offense, and then those who've been imprisoned for offenses for which ordinarily they would be imprisoned for 3 years or below. Those who served and maybe they are remaining with 3 years and below. And also being a first offender, maybe that's your first time in prison. And then looking at the other variables at home, maybe your behavior before, the willingness of the inmate and the family to receive them, and even then the willingness of that person to accept to serve on community service orders, because you cannot be forced to come out and maybe work in a school and you are not ready to do that.
Do you have the fear maybe when they're out there they might think of going back to what they used to do? To what maybe made them to be jailed?
If their needs are addressed, like you've heard one of them saying he has been trained, if their needs are addressed properly, then we don't see that fear that they will reoffend. But they are human beings. Yeah, these things can happen.
Okay. Thank you so much. So Akisa, you can see even if they're going home free now, they're also able to go home with skills that they have learned in these prisons. Maybe some of them have been taught carpentry, others have been taught any other skills like making soap, so as to make sure while they're outside there, they might not involve themselves in maybe any other criminal activities. Back to you, Akisa, at the studio.
Willie Lusige, for us there in the county of Kakamega, as we track the decongestion of prisons that is currently underway. It is a story that we continue to keep our eyes on here on KTN News Desk. Now,